Okay, now this is hilarious. It's sad, but it's hilarious. And I have to say, some people were saying, no, don't say it's DC fans. No, it's DC fans. It's DC fans. These are people who are standing up for DC. They're doing this for DC. They're not Warner Brothers fans. They're DC fans. And it's because they like DC better than Marvel. I mean, there's a couple of things that just highlights that for you. It is DC fans. But let me be absolutely clear. There are toxic fans. Toxic is the new word used for everything. Toxic masculinity, toxic feminism, toxic whatever. Anytime somebody takes something too far or uses a certain cause for the wrong way or selfish reasons, instead of just the overall general acceptance of just people, it's going to get toxic. But anyway, the new term, toxic. There are toxic fans in everything, every fandom. There's people who will downput some things like what's going on here with these DC fans what they're trying to do, sabotage Black Panther. There are toxic fans in everything. Everything. There's toxic Marvel fans. It just seems like the DC fans are worse if some people are asking that. And somebody made a good point about this. John Campion made a good point about this. It's because Marvel, MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is under Marvel Studios, because Marvel still don't have all the rights to their characters back, but a lot of Marvel fans are pleased, and they're getting a lot of what they want, most of them. So their movies are doing better in the MCU. Marvel Studio movies are doing better. There's way more of them, and they've been doing this way longer than, DCEU has been. But that's the reason why it seems like there's so much backlash from one side of these fans than the other. Now, there was this debate with Marvel versus DC as far back as the 60s with comics, man. Come on. People who have always debated what's better than other things. I feel like I'm back in elementary and middle school, and people were like, Super Nintendo's better than Sega Genesis. No, Sega Genesis is better than Super Nintendo. Shut the hell up. Because if you think about it, Nintendo's still around. Sega makes games. They no longer make systems. So it's like, who won? Who won, really? But there's people who have memories with both systems. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But here's what's funny about this thing. A person who organized this group to sabotage Black Panther because they have seen stuff like this happen before. Years ago. People have come together and tried to do things like this before. I think somebody told me it was The Dark Knight. And when that movie came out, they wanted the audience score on that to go up. So they were trying to get people to vote down the top one, which was The Godfather. So that Dark Knight would be #1. Just because they want it there. If it doesn't reach it there on its own, you shouldn't sabotage to get it there. Then you get it there, and so what? 16, 10, 8 years later, a new film might come out, and it might have it higher, and you'd be like, oh man, I want that to be #1. That's terrible when somebody can't just accept the natural flow of things and say, you know what, we need to alter this. It reminds me of GMOs with fruits. Papayas used to have red spots on there, so now they was like, those red spots are ugly. The fruit tastes delicious. Who gives a crap how ugly it is? Well, we can't sell it because people think something's wrong with it. Let's tamper with its genetic code and material and remove those red spots so it's more appealing. Stuff like that. And then what you get is, hey, it doesn't seem to have any side effects. And then 30 years down the road, when a new generation was raised off those GMOs, we're wondering why they get sick quicker, why they have so many allergies, and why they're, it's crazy. This stuff could affect stuff in the long run. Leave stuff alone. But we can't do that. We're imperfect. We can't accept things the way it is. This is crazy, though. So the audience score, I don't give a damn about the audience score. I don't give a damn about critics. The only reason I like when critics like stuff that I like is because I know if there's a continuation, if they're going to make sequels of something like this, I'm going to see more. If critics don't like it, it doesn't make any money, there's a chance we might not get any more. Even when stuff is going bad, there's a chance to correct it. Yeah, criticize it. But people go out and see. Now, I'm not saying support bad things so they can keep making more and probably get it right. That doesn't always work. That's why we hope, they do at least okay with movies. That's better than a movie just terribly sucking. If it gets mixed reviews, that's cool. Man of Steel, I thought it had mostly positive reviews. I got to check again. But if it got mixed reviews, whatever. They didn't just stop and say, oh, it wasn't a hit, it wasn't a success. No, it made enough money. There was enough good reviews to the point where they said we're going to go on with this universe. But this is crazy. Want to sabotage Black Panther. They didn't say Infinity War. No, Black Panther. And I guess it's because it's been getting a lot of hype. I don't know if the person who did this, I say kid because it seems very immature to do this, is black, white, Asian, Mexican, Hispanic, Brazilian, Australian. I don't know what the hell they are. And it doesn't matter. But to attack Black Panther? Why? And as you can see at the bottom of what he wrote, If you can see the picture, I don't know. I'll enlarge it at the end of the video. But at the bottom of what he wrote, he said, if anybody wants to spoil any of the Marvel stuff for the Marvel fanboys, why do the fans have to suffer for what you think is Disney's fault? Corporation mess. You think Disney are paying off critics to say DC movies suck or Marvel movies are better? You know, come on, man. Somebody's going to tell eventually, even if it's not now, 10, 15, 30 years down the road. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to say something. You can't pay off people. It's riskier to ask people, hey, take this money and say our movie's good, because what if somebody blows the lid on you? Then everything you working for is gone. Before Man of Steel, actually, even after that, before Batman vs. Superman was supposed to come out, do you think Disney was paying off, or Marvel Studios was paying off, you know, critics to say the movies that came out before there was even this competition within the film industry, to say their movies were great? They didn't really have any competition at the time. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, it's just so crazy. They want Marvel. It's a DC fan, because they want to ruin stuff for Marvel fanboys. They want to ruin it for them. Why do you want to ruin it for them? Nobody's ruining movies for you. I mean, you need to tell your DC fans to support more. There's a lot of DC fans, especially ones on YouTube. Watch them. They're fans of DC more than anything else. And they had a lot of mixed reactions to a lot of the stuff that was coming out in DCU movies. But this is ridiculous. It's funny to me. Audience score, like I said, it doesn't matter. You know, it's not, especially when you could just go on a site and click. They know anybody can do that. Somebody can stay home for 16 hours and just keep clicking bad on stuff, man. Keep creating fake emails and profiles and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. The audience score doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters to a certain degree when you think it's honest. But other than that, you know, and then you let everybody know what you're doing, we're not going to care about that anymore. The money's going to speak. The critics are going to speak. They're going to go about that. The audience score is so low. It's like, oh, it's only got 2% good ratings. But then yet all the critics love it. And then it makes a ton of money at the box office. You think they give a damn about what you just did? It's not going to change anything. It's not going to make the studio like Warner Brothers make better movies. They got to do that on their own. But this is funny. This is great. This is hilarious. It's hilarious. You know what I mean? Then he had over 2,000 members, people who signed up for this. What? Now, I'm not surprised, because I know those people out there exist. But if 2,000 people signed up, think about all the people who don't care to sign up, didn't hear about this, didn't see it. You know what I mean? That lets you know there's way more people out there that would love to do something like this. It always is. This is crazy. It's funny, but it's great at the same time. Just outed yourself. That was dumb. Why you ain't do this in secrecy? Maybe you did and it just got out. I don't really know the whole story about this, and I really don't care. Jeez.